Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, friends from YouTube. Let's put some light on so we can see what we're talking about. Is that a bit better? Yes. Right, what you are looking at is a box that once upon a time contained motorcycle boots. Now, I know what's in this box, but I thought I would recreate for you the excitement that I had. Bit of background. Oh, excuse me. I'm a member of St Mary's Model Railway Club, and I've sort of inherited the position of sort of heritage, I don't know, steward, I suppose. And on Thursday night, one of the other members, a chap called Leslie Drake, said to me, "Got something in the back of the car." So I parked my car next to his, and he opened the back of his car and handed me this box. And I did have a quick look, but I didn't really have a proper look until I got home, and yeah, it's some quite exciting stuff. So let's take the top off the box. Now, that's interesting. What we've got here is Hornby Dublo 3-rail stuff. It's been battered and abused, and it wants some tender loving care. Let me see if I can find a piece that I can show you. A lot of it has got paint on it. Right, let's bring this in where we can see what it says. Hornby Dublo, made in England by Meccano Limited. Now, we've got in this box curved pieces, not just any old curved pieces, but two different sizes of curved piece. So if we take one of these out, you can see that that's the next size up, and it tells us on it what it is. Hornby Dublo, made in England by Meccano Limited, large radius. So that's an interesting collection of track. But also in the box is a broken locomotive. Okay, I'm sure I can do something with that, but this shows you how the electricity is communicated to the engine. The middle rail, the third rail, is rubbed on by those pickups, and it earths through the wheels onto the other two rails. And for those of you that are interested, this is a British Rail Class 4, a standard Class 4 tank engine. And I'm quite excited by this because this is the type of engine that pretty much finished off working steam on the London Tilbury Southend section of British Rail. So that is the type of engine that would have been running through Leigh-on-Sea in the 1950s. So I'm quite impressed, quite pleased with that, even though it's missing a few bits. I'm sure we can sort that out. What else have we got? Oh yes, got to have somewhere to have a meal, and if we look underneath we can see that this is Hornby Dublo, made in England, Meccano Limited. It's tin plate. Now, of course, you can't just have one coach, so we've got two of those. Again, they're Hornby Dublo. So they're quite exciting. They will look very nice running along on the track. for my American friends, this is not a caboose. This is a guard's van or a brake van. A little bit battered. It's obviously been stored somewhere where it wasn't looked after particularly well, but you know, we can do things with that. That's quite a nice little thing to have. A bogie bolster wagon. Now the idea of these is where you've got a long load, you stick it on a wagon like this and secure it between the pegs. This sadly doesn't have a locomotive to go with it. But I'm sure that will find a place somewhere on the system. That's quite an interesting thing to have. It tells us that that's the main line, and it tells us what it is and who made it and all that sort of good stuff. And just in case we want to put cars over this railway line, we have got a level crossing gate with a single line running through it. That goes across when we've stopped the trains and want cars to run across, and then when the trains need to go and we stop the cars and we put the gates back like so. And again it tells us all about who made it and what it is, and wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Now my next task with all of this is actually to start repairing some of it so it's usable, because when we look at the rail joiners, now I'm going to call them fish plates, but they're not really fish plates, they're rail joiners. A lot of them have seen better days, and one or two of these track panels have become damaged and bent. But underneath you can see how it all works. We've got these insulators all down the middle. So the third rail, the middle rail, is insulated from the metal track bed. So I think that's going to keep me amused for some time, I think. But there we are. Anyway, onwards and upwards.